that's a quick look at the bracket before we get into game, because we are, I think, ready to hop into game one, which looks like it's about to get started. We're about to jump into Oxygen versus Team Singularity here. And now, who's blue team? Okay, so it looks like Singularity have gone blue team, which is bad news for the boys, because I've gone and put it looks like I've put I've put Oxygen in the blue team. So I'll have to go fix that. Let me just let me just switch you guys into game here so you can see what's happening. I'll give you some game sound as well, because I know you guys like your game sound. I do too, I don't blame you. But yeah, luckily, shout out to Brian, our fantastic editor. He's put together this very adaptable overlay. So actually, shouldn't take too long before I can get this switched. There we go, done. In an instant, so not too bad at the end of the day.
Brian really does know what he's doing pretty much all of the time. Banger of a shot from Breezy.
Oh, wow.
Smooths it past Asbro, who was in the corner grabbing some boost. Wasn't quite ready for that.
That is an absolute cracking shot from Breezy. Nailed it. And like I said, Astro wasn't back in time. Now, a bit of information for you guys. I believe that there's lots and lots of broadcasts happening right now for lots and lots of teams. So if you guys want to follow along with different teams and their runs throughout the grid today, then you can do that. Just check out the different streams that are live in the Rocket League directory. I'm sure they'll be quite easy to find. We're going to be following Oxygen's run, so if you want to see me streaming and Matt streaming for as long as possible, then you better be rooting for Oxygen to do really well today.
Get very far there. Sorry, muted myself. Didn't realize. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Scuff stream as always. Ooh,
Man.
Squeezes in a shot there at the corner. Breezy making the Fennec look good.
Yeah, a lot of people make the Fennec look good these days, but that was particularly good. What moves from Breezy? That was nasty. Dribbling past everybody. One really quick question for Twitch chat. How's the audio levels for Matt here? Are we loud enough, or do we need to reduce the game sound? Oh my goodness, Breezy's he's at it again! What is this?
Literally won't stop. Just the technical prowess of Breezy is something to behold. Absolutely insane flip reset there.
I mean, he's done it all here. He's done like a cracking wall shot. He's dribbled the whole team. Now he's scored a flip reset goal. You don't get much better than that in 90 seconds, especially against a team like Oxygen. I'm so impressed. Like, man, if Breezy plays this well all day today, Hibbs and Godsmiller just might as well do their best preseason one Gibbs impression. We could just have double goalkeeper, let Breezy 1v5. It's impressive for sure.
If that does happen, we should require them to take out the construction hat.
Oh!
Ooh, Hibbs with a near miss there at the post. Psionics please sort of moment for him.
This is a great showing for Singularity already, though. And this time Hibbs will find the back of the net. What an absolute storm of a game to open up this one. This is best of 5, everybody. It's double elimination groups to start off with. And then we'll be going into the single elimination top 8. But yeah, Oxygen need to step it up here, or we might be having a very short stream. That would be a shame for a grid debut over at Johnny Boy and Matt Enterprises.
Absolutely. I bet Singularity is pretty excited that they benched Scrub.
That they unbenched. They're going to be pretty excited they unbenched Godsmilla.
Unbenched Godsmilla, and then, you know, I guess technically unbenched Breezy and Hibbs here, because these boys are playing lights out right now. 4-0 is not the scoreline I expected to see 2:30 into the game. Oh, Josep almost one goal.
Well, hey, it would have been a goal at least. I mean, Oxygen, we need something here. We need something for the Oxygen viewing party. It's not going very well for game one. Now, these guys, they've got experience, though. And, you know, they've been through a lot as a team and also as individuals in Rocket League. Especially Farah and Josep. My goodness, the amount of times I've seen these guys just be on the wrong end of an incredibly close series. Is that going to be 5? The ball's barely moving, Matt, but it's somehow on target.
just the kind of floppy play that I love to see in my ranked matches and also in the grid. It's good to see some weird stuff come out and see how these pro players handle it. But so far, wow. Oh, tight shot and a rebound by Farah put away. Astral doing most of the work there, but really nicely done.
Yeah, that angle shot was fantastic, but good positioning by Farah. He was ready for just about any bounce across the goal. And that is the first goal for Oxygen. Do you guys think they can do it? Twitch chat, drop an O in chat if you think Oxygen can make the comeback here. You know, we saw 3 goals from just Breezy in 90 seconds at the start of the game. We've got more than 90 seconds left, so maybe they can do it. Breezy's almost scored another flip reset goal there. So no oohs in the chat, just a nose. Nobody believes the comeback.
I don't blame them. You know, statistically speaking, I'm sure you probably don't see it most of the time, but if there's a team that can do it, it's definitely Oxygen. If these boys are on and they're playing well, there's not many teams in the world that they can't beat. Probably, honestly, anybody in the world they could beat on an on day.
Oh, for sure. They've got the ability. They've got the potential. In their first tournament as a team, they were able to beat Vitality. That, of course, being the Fusion 3v3 tournament. They only beat Vitality in 3s, of course. Vitality did win the 2v2 and the 1v1. But still, 3v3 was the one that they really cared about. And this is a great thing with this new season of RLCS. We've got the grid on every single week. We've got tournaments on for EU or NA every single weekend. It's going to be a good time, and it's great for struggling teams because Oxygen, of course, didn't have the best RLCSX regional weekend #1. They're already out of that one, but there's plenty more tournaments to look forward to.
An absolute ton of tournaments going on right now. It's the best time ever to be a Rocket League fan.
100%.
And there's about to be a whole lot more of them with free-to-play coming out. Looks like Singularity is going to close up shop here. Honestly, it looked pretty easy for them.
Yeah, very impressive stuff from them. I did not expect to see a breezy 1v3 today, but that's exactly what we saw there. 3 outstanding goals from the young lads in the ever-growing scene of English Rocket League. They've been having a great time recently. The English scene really doing well. Breezy, he's been kicking about for a while, but he's really coming into his own now.
And I'm loving this overlay that Brian made for us. Automatic upkeep. I don't even have to do anything. You take care of all of it for me.
Yeah, it's great. All I have to do is go to a little document and change a 0 to a 1, and that little image changes for us. So yeah, really good stuff there from Brian. So yeah, shout out to him for the overlays today. This is a best of 5, everybody. Remember, we've got many more games today. Hopefully, the least amount of series that we're going to see would be just the 2, as we're starting off with a double elimination group here. So, with any luck, we'll get to see a couple of more games out of these Oxygen lads, a couple more series. But they're 1 down in this BO5 against the Singularity team, who honestly never looked better than that game.
A really hot start for the boys in blue here. Okay. A lot of action happening in this bottom corner here. Oh, almost scoring another bouncing goal. I guess that might be one of Oxygen's weaknesses. That was the first goal in the last game as well.
Yeah. Farah.
Really nice shot by Astral. Farah just cleaning up Astral's scraps here. I mean, not a bad job to have.
Yeah, this is good work from Oxygen on the counter-attack. It was Chaussette leading the attack, followed up by Astral with the snipes to the far post. And again, Farah, the cleanup man, he's just there to put in whatever the other boys can't. And now, 2 goals in a row for Oxygen. It doesn't look to be too shaken after that crushing game 1. Oh, it's a double touch from Astral off the bar. He was so close, but so far.
Astral doing a very good job of just getting the ball near the net for his teammates, doing some sort of weird mechanical play that most people probably have never seen, makes it hard to defend, and makes it easy to score if you're Farah. But Oxygen looking a lot better this game. Their movement, their rotations, counterattacks, looking a lot better.
Oh, again, Astral threatening. And he has been the one guy for Oxygen who's been a consistent threat so far this series. We've not seen too much from Chaussette and Farah, but that's the good thing about having a player like Asriel in your team, is you don't really need to do much offensively. You just give him the ball and see what happens. Now, Chaussette in the past has been, you know, the best player in the world as well. In recent past, just last year, I think most people would have said that he was. That's a good pass. And a good shot from Breezy again. And Singularity are proven to be incredibly tough to beat today. Big dunk by Hibbs, and Breezy was quickest to the near post.
Fair, a little bit out of position there for Breezy's shot, at least. Defending the near post in the middle of the net a little bit more. An easy far post shot for Breezy there. That's not going to be tough for him to make at all. Yeah, and, you know, to pick up on what you've been saying about Chaussette, I think that, you know, with the brief period of time there where he was performing just sort of like out of his mind and everybody's saying Chaussette, it would be really nice to see him this season to kind of get back to that form and have that impact that he had before, because it seems like it's been a little bit since he did have that impact. And not to say that he's not still a very good player, but it hasn't been as startling of a contrast versus his competition, we'll say that.
Yeah, he's got potential to go back to that level, of course. Nice save by Asriel. Covered in Hibbs at the far post again. It does look like Breezy's the one that they want to keep the ball away from today. Every time that he's anywhere near it, he looks so confident and very, very quick into position. Asriel tracking back. He doesn't have a lot of boost to play with, and he can't catch up to it. Hibbs with a long shot, credit. But what on earth happened here? It was everybody off the line at the same time. It looks like it might have taken a deflection on the way in, as if Oxygen needed any more problems today.
And from my angle that I saw that was a really good save as well by Godsmill, a goal line save there to allow for that conversion, sort of diving across the goal and getting the ball at the exact right time there. So well done by Singularity. They are really looking very, very good, not looking intimidated at all or outmatched at all, just, you know, seem to be playing their game.
Yeah, they're going to be confident after making it into the second stage of the very first RLCSX regional for EU just last weekend. Looking forward to seeing them play in that tournament this weekend. But grid is a complete reset for these guys, and even with that in mind, they are coming in hot. It's not just been the Breezy show. Yes, he was the one who was getting all the goals at the start of game one, but the whole team has been functioning extremely well as a unit. But nice passing from Oxygen results in another Farah goal, and they really needed this. Not a moment too late.
I was really surprised to see this go in. Honestly, I thought Breezy had a tight read there on where Farah was and where he was going to shoot it from, again, the angle that I saw it at. I really thought that was going to be a save. I was surprised to see it go in, but nicely done by the Oxygen boys to tie it up. We got a 2-2 game here, about 2 minutes left, so plenty of time to play, and it's you know, looking like we could see a couple more goals with the offensive prowess that we're seeing here. Maybe even see an overtime, which would also be quite hype.
Yeah, I would not be against an overtime here, just because, like I said, the more games and the more matches we get to see, the longer this stream's going to last. Oh my goodness. Singularity don't want the Oxygen viewing party to last very long. Clearly, they are absolutely on fire today. Setting cars on fire on the goal line as well. Just over a minute left. Chaussette running out of boost, but he still managed to compromise Hibbs' position. Steals 100. Asriel infield. Floor pinch on target. Farah's first to the rebound, and he's going to follow up again, but only manages to knock it wide into the corner. Still though, Oxygen in the offense. Can they keep it this way?
Astral is looking really good right now. You know, if Oxygen has anything going for it right now, it's how good Astral is playing. He just is threatening from anywhere on the field. He's being very creative, creating a lot of opportunities for his team. They are on the back foot though right now, and they are going to have to get this ball out because Singularity has been scoring well. And a really nice fake there by Astral. Get the ball across to the midfield.
Oh! That would have been something. It was a good save. And you've got to be ready for those saves when Astral's at an awkward angle like that, because although it might look difficult for him, it's really not that hard to put that on target. Counter-attack chance for Godsmiller. Nice defense from Farah there. He had pressure on him, and now he's brought Chaussette into the game on the ground. Chaussette flicks it over too, and a one-goal lead for Oxygen with 7 seconds left.
We talked about Chaussette returning to form. Here he is. You never want to see him dribbling the ball through the middle of the field like that. Really nice approach angle as well. Went horizontally far to the left to give himself a lot of shooting opportunities and able to flick it over the top. Easy, a 3-2 score, 7 seconds left.
Yeah, that's where Chaussette really did dominate last year. It was the ground plays. And this is going to be a grounded play for Oxygen to equalize the series. Extremely close in this one. Very, very tense stuff. Overall, there's no denying that Singularity have looked the more awake out of the two teams, but the scoreline doesn't lie. This is a tie series now. So all that work, all those insane goals from Breezy in game one, they've not amounted to more than an equal series for now. Yeah, Oxygen need to keep this up because it's not just been a hot start for Singularity and then them completely dissipating. They've looked really good from I'd say minute 1 to minute 10 of this series.
Yeah, really, really nice game there from Oxygen. It looks like they're starting to shake away the jitters or the rust, whatever you want to call it. Starting to play at full speed. As I said before, I think Astral's playing really, really well. It was nice to see Chaussette get involved there too.
Wow. I forgot a couple of results here. So Libertas have actually taken game 1 against Barcelona 5-2. So that's a pretty crazy result there. Guild have taken down Solary in game 1. Triple Trouble over BDS. That's another massive upset. Endpoint over Top Blokes. Pretty close series there. Could go either way. Vitality 5-2 over Chalk. Nothing to be surprised about in that one. But yeah, we're going to be sticking with the Oxygen guys all day today, of course. So you can follow all the streams that are being broadcasted right now for all these teams. Shout out to all of them. Everybody who's stepping up and providing the Rocket League scene with more tournament content than they've ever seen before in their lives. But we'll be doing bracket updates throughout, so you can keep up with everybody's results between the Oxygen games.
Bit of a backflip there from Chaussette. It's hard to tell, who's in control right now in this game. It's kind of going back and forth, but it's looking like it's going to be a fast-paced one with a lot of shooting. The teams seem to be less worried about possession right now and more about trying to score these goals.
That was interesting. We saw, I think, all three players of Oxygen getting involved in the attack with the center ball, the bump on the goalkeeper, and the finish all attempted simultaneously. And that's good to see that they're trusting each other with those positions. They're willing to play that aggressively. Makes for some very exciting Rocket League. No hanging back with the third man. But no goal yet in game number 3. This could be the most important game of the series.
It's break point right now. Both teams at 1-1. Starting to look like a bit of ping pong here. Like to see a little bit more passing, a little bit more setting up opportunities. Nice save there from Breezy. Able to stifle the play from Oxygen. And Godsmilla with a pinch that goes a little too far there. Nobody on his team able to take that and do something with it.
What a great time it is for Hibs as well, after just making this rise to the top of the Rocket League competitive scene in EU. Now there's so many tournaments for him to take part in. That must feel absolutely amazing. All the other players who have just emerged from the bubble scene also. That's the great thing about having 16-team, 32-team tournaments, not just 8 or 10. Like we're used to seeing in the past. Chaussette on the dribble again. He's going to go wide though. Didn't have much of an angle to work with, so now he's made one for himself. But it's well dealt with by Singularity.
The sheer amount of games for these teams that they get to play and practice in and gain the experience is really incredible. I actually think it's going to change the meta, change the quality level of the pro scene.
Oh yeah.
This many opportunities and these many new players being introduced to it. So I totally agree. Bit of a stalemate match here so far. 2 minutes left, 0-0. I think soon, if a scoring opportunity isn't presented one of these teams, people are going to start to get pretty nervous. It's getting pretty late in the game here, and we might find one goal being the deciding factor in this match.
Oh, well, it could have been that one. Farah's shooting's been excellent today, but that one didn't have to be saved. The bar had it covered. Overall, I've been impressed with Oxygen when they're keeping the ball nice and tight and passing quickly between them. It's these high lofted passes that are being intercepted more often than not by Singularity. So there is one of those little short passes coming out of Astral this time towards Farah. That combination has been extremely successful for Oxygen today. Pressure's on Singularity, but they're holding on, at least for now. Just over a minute left to play.
Farah looking for a teammate here in the middle. Finds Astral, but he's bumped by Godsmilla on the challenge. And now Singularity is working the ball out of the backfield there. I'm just not seeing a lot of like second hits or a lot of follow-ups on the initial clear coming out of Singularity right now, and I think it's making it difficult for them to mount any offense.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's a game that neither of these teams would want to lose. Obviously that's the case in every Rocket League game, but especially a game 3 in a close series, best of 5, and it's a tie game 0-0. Next team to score have a huge advantage in the series. Breezy again, a threat as always, and this time he does have follow-up from Godsmilla, but everybody's back for Oxygen, and Astral quick as ever to race to that ball as it's high near the ceiling. Easily switch it to the other end again. The knock-ons coming out of defense from Singularity are really alleviating a lot of this pressure that they're under, so good job to them on that front.
It's nice to see them make that adjustment, because I don't feel like it was there in the beginning of the game, or maybe a couple other times when they're facing just a long amount of pressure. And it looks like we're going to head into overtime, 0-0. First team to score here gets the break point. Godsmilla with the bump, and then...
Oh, no way!
Breezy's still there!
That is unreal.
Stuff.
Breezy missed the bump on Chaussette, but then he just realized the ball was coming towards him after the 50-50, and he's backflipped it in. That is a goal that you're unlikely to see ever again in competitive Rocket League. For that to happen exactly as it did, so many things had to go right for Singularity, but that's a brilliant reflex there from Breezy. Well done again from the star player of Singularity, who is putting Oxygen on the brink. They're really having to work for this in round 1 of the group stage.
Yeah, Breezy having the presence of mind to reverse off the back wall jump and backflip there is really, really nice. Good on Godsmilla to get a favorable 50-50 as well. Power it through Chaussette and put them in position to score there. Singularity up 2-1 over Oxygen in best of 3 format. So, and it's looking tilted in the favor of Singularity right now, bud.
Yeah, it's definitely massively in their favor. I mean, a close game like that going your way, it's going to give you all the confidence about this game because they showed that they can keep Oxygen to a scoreless draw, and if they can do that again here, it's more likely Oxygen who are going to crumble. But maybe this is just a ploy from Oxygen to get the most possible screen time. You do want to lose once in the group stage if you want to be on camera, and if you want to be on stream the maximum amount today. Just a couple wins won't get it done. So maybe this is scripted.
Farming, huh?
Yeah, scripted from Farah and the lads. They've planned this one out. I didn't know if they were going to lose this one or the upper bracket, but or upper bracket round 2, but maybe this is the one they've had planned.
Yeah, it's all about the planning the losses for screen time. That is.
You're only allowed one loss today. That's your one loss in the group stage to maximize screen time.
Honestly, the amount of confidence that you would have to be okay with doing that is pretty incredible. That might just mean you're the best team in the world if that's the case. If you're like, yeah, let's just lose this one so we can get on stream more. Bold move, but I would like to see it.
For the record, I seriously doubt that Oxygen would even want to do this. The players, they are not the type of players. They're not the type of players who really want to be doing that kind of thing. They want to limit their exposure to losing positions. Oh, thanks guys for activating the scam train. I've got alerts off today, as you might have noticed, but scam train still left the station.
Here comes conspiracy theories all over Rocket League Reddit. Does Johnny speak French?
Yeah, so this is another thing. I think you're allowed to listen into comms for grid broadcasts, but there really would be no point in us listening into these guys because they are, of course, speaking in French, I believe, all the time. And you must speak a little bit of French, Max. You do live in Paris, but I've got nothing, absolutely nothing at all.
I mean, I can order off some menus, you know. So if we were listening into their Deliveroo order, we'd be golden. I know exactly what they're eating.
It's only the important stuff when you live in Paris. That's really all you need to know.
That's right.
The words for food and sorry, I assume.
You know, on the French citizenship test, they do ask you about like the famous French food, like boeuf bourguignon, stuff like that. So it will come in handy someday, potentially, Johnny. Okay.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. Oxygen might be in trouble here even more than we realize, because last game they were the ones who were in attack for the majority of it. They had Singularity on the ropes, and still Singularity were able to hang on and score in overtime. This game, it's been a lot more Singularity pressuring Oxygen, and that's a chance. But Breezy's all over it.
Open net right now.
Got a flip reset as well, but double block from Farah and Astral. I don't really blame them for double committing on that one. You just have to throw somebody in the way of Breezy there.
Hibbs goes up to try and get a nice dunk there, not able to get anything productive done. And now Oxygen is on the offensive here. Decent clear by Hibbs, but the possession's right back to Oxygen, and good interception there by Breezy.
Yeah, really quality stuff out of him, and they're all having great games, great series overall from the Singularity boys. You do wonder how that's going to go, because some players don't like to be carried. They don't like their teammate to get a hat-trick. Look at Hibbs going. He's just faked one, scored after, and this really could be a lower bracket group stage for Oxygen. Astral was sold by Hibbs.
We've seen a lot of that out of Breezy, so it's nice to see that out of Hibbs as well. Breezy, of course, an accomplished ones player. I don't know, Johnny, does Hibbs play a lot of ones? Do you know?
I don't think so. I don't think he does. But, you know, all these guys...
Maybe he should.
Yeah, maybe. But all these guys are extremely experienced in 2v2, and you get many opportunities to do that in 2s. Fake one, then dribble the second one. That's a chance for... Oh, is it Farah? Yes, it is! And he will put it in. This was off a deflection, but still, he's managed to put the goal in that Oxygen needed. And how often has that been the case today? Farah scoring all the goals.
Everybody gets a touch. Astral to Chaussette to Farah to tie it up. 1-1. 1:16 left in this game, and Farah. Oxygen on another scoring campaign here. Oh! And they're able to put it away.
The threat of Farah's double touch had Hibbs completely in a panic on the goal line. He was only paying attention to that and did not for a second think that Farah would, of course, on purpose, intentionally fake that ball so Chaussette could come in for the open net. Selfless play from Farah. Even damaging his own ego by missing the double touch on purpose there.
He knows how many comments he's going to get on Reddit about that later, and he still did it anyway. A really selfless player, Farah.
Yeah, one of the best team captains in the scene. What a fake. We really need the fake and quick chat added for moments like that. Oh, what a shot. Are you joking? Godsmilla launches one. How on earth did he get so much power here? Was that a pinch? Yes, it was. Oh my goodness. Hibbs and Godsmilla. Just an applause for that one. I think it's all we can do. That's incredible.
Yeah, a couple of pinchy boys there. I did not see the pinch on the initial shot there. I had to look in the replay to see if, like, Astral was just very out of position, but you can't really blame him for not being in position for that one. It was pretty unexpected. That
was unbelievable. It's funny, we talked yesterday on your podcast, actually, about what could be coming in the future for Rocket League mechanics, and pinches are something that you mentioned that you're looking out for. It's such a threat. If you can aim a pinch, if you can calculate that pinch with your teammate, you can turn defense into a goal in the blink of an eye, and it really does change what we understand safe defensive positioning to be.
If you think about how much 50-50s have developed, the natural consequence, or the natural sort of like result of that, I think, is that pinch shots will also develop. 50-50s have come so far. People used to just think they're completely RNG. They're not, clearly. And it looks like we're going to go into overtime here.
Well, let's see if they can avoid a 6-second goal from a Breezy backflip. Looks like that won't be happening this game, or will it? Breezy's coming at them again with absolutely no boost. Everybody's panicking. They really are afraid of this guy today, and I don't blame them. Breezy's been unbelievable, but at least Oxygen made it past 6 seconds this time.
Yeah, these creative ones players out there are becoming a real threat in 3v3. I think maybe more than ever as well.
Oh yeah, mean, Breezy,
the ability to make these solo plays.
That's a dangerous ball. Nobody able to stop Godsmiller taking this to the sidewall. And he's gone underneath Astral. Astral with a quick reaction. Gets down and blocks it. Chance for Oxygen to posture up. Infield from Farah to no one except the goalkeeper, but it almost made it through there. Astral's been bumped into the ball by Godsmiller. It's a pass now to Farah, and Chaussette on the far side off the corner wall. He's got the shot on target. Chaussette has made it game 5 with a beautiful pass to himself off one wall and then off the post and into the back of the net.
Little bread and butter there for Chaussette. We are headed into game 5. Oxygen deciding not to retire early, not to go to the loser's bracket, not to maximize view count.
Hey, they still might. They still might. You've got the two chances. You got to lose either this game or the next one if you want to go into the lower bracket just for that one game. But let's give the bracket a quick refresh before we get into game 5 here. Looks like Vitality have sent Chalk to the lower bracket in their group. Endpoint are up 2-1 over Top Blokes. BDS fighting back against Triple Trouble. Guild have swept Solary. That is huge. Looking at the bottom half of this bracket, that's of course where Oxygen are. We have Libertas 2-1 over Barcelona. Not a fluke in that first game. What a result for them. And Liquid, oh my goodness, their struggles will not end as Giants go 2-0 ahead of them. Dignitas are winning. Singularity, Oxygen, a tie. Really, really interesting stuff here. But what a result for Libertas that'll be. Ryzex, Mike Boy, and Rix Ronde. They are beating Barcelona. That's incredible.
We had server down for maintenance there. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah.
Should get pulled right back in here shortly. Man, yeah, some interesting results here.
Libertas won? No way. Twitch chat with the leaks, the updates. That's pretty crazy. If Libertas have actually won that. Can we get confirmation from Twitch chat Libertas beat them? That's pretty crazy. Well, we're about to get into game 5 right now for the Oxygen versus Singularities matchup. We're going to be following Oxygen all day today, however far they make it into this tournament. And they're the team on form at the moment. They've got a bit of momentum on their side after that game 4 win. And let's see if they can keep it up going into game 5.
Game 5 hype here. Week 1, first day of the grid. Oh! Farah coming out of nowhere here, at least from my vantage point.
Yeah, it's a weak clear by Breezy. It was really shut down by Chaussette, and Godsmill has got to know that somebody's up for that. He can't be waiting low on the ground underneath it. Just a bit too slow defensively from Singularity. But Farah, what a day he's having with the finishing. And it's such an underrated aspect to the game, just being able to put away those easy opportunities. I mean, some of them haven't even been easies. Really had to slot them in, and look at him go. Farah puts in another one with an air dribble.
He's adding to the resume. He can finish plays, he can start plays, he can start and finish plays.
Amazing.
Insane double touch off the crossbar there by Farah. Put it away, put his team up to the hard carry from the young man. See if Singularity can start to mount some offense here.
That's great recovery there by Azrael. Really fast interception on the goal line. And Chaussette's made it 3-0. It's wide open. Singularity are falling apart here in game 5.
Yeah, Chaussette lacing a banger here off the sidewall. Catches Breezy out in the corner there. Had the corner well defended. Should that ball decide to go into the back corner, it would have been Singularities, but unfortunately it goes into the side of the net there. Find ourselves 3-0. Singularity with a big hill to climb if they want to make this an exciting game 5.
Yeah, it was all Singularity in game number 1, but of course game number 5, if you get there, is so much more important. Breezy was the star of game number 1. Flip reset to air dribble, and he's gone all the way. He's one up to everybody with this one. That's unreal. I think he's one up to everything he did in game 1 as well. Look at that from Breezy. Just beautiful.
Incredible downward acceleration there on the ball. You can see how effective it was. I mean, Farah was not close to making that save. Breezy changed the direction of the ball and made it fall quite a bit faster.
Oh, Astral. That was almost a good catch mid-air by Astral. He's trying to do the same as what Breezy did moments ago. If if you're an Oxygen fan, you've got to be hoping for this solid defense though for the next minute or two, because there's so much time left, and that's not solid defense. Godsmilla snipes the gap again, and it's a 1-goal game with so much time left on the clock.
Really smart play there. Breezy avoiding the demo as well, just taking a favorable 50-50, and it rolls out to Godsmilla. Godsmilla able to put it away easily there on an open net, and suddenly we got ourselves a game.
Astral has left this one for Chaussette, who's gone high and left. And there's Farah, of course, for the finishing touch. What a pass by Chaussette, though. He didn't care about putting that one on target, just stuck it in a place that the goalkeeper couldn't go.
The hat trick for Farah, and what you said earlier still remains true. Somebody's got to go there. You have to know that on a ball like that, that someone is going to be coming in, and it just seemed like nobody from Singularity really moved for that ball and went for like a real challenge, and fortunately they're paying the price for it.
You know,
with a 2-goal deficit.
It's pretty crazy how Farah is always there. He's just tried to flip reset as well. Farah forever adding to his offensive arsenal, but he seems to be always in the right position. Whenever the ball centers, whenever the ball comes across the box, he's in the right place at the right time, and that's why it looks so easy for him. Other players might be having to stretch and reach to get to the ball in these positions, but Farah just has the timing of a lifetime. And what a game he's having here. 5-2. This is turning out to be quite the goal glut in the Game 5 ace match.
If Hibbs was out of boost there or not, but he sort of just watched that ball bounce out, and it was clearly a very dangerous ball. Surprised to not see him go for that, but alas, he did not, and they got a 3-goal lead here. Farah's performance is sort of reminding me of vintage Fireburner as well. Fireburner used to play a very similar role, like accurate cleanup shooting off of some weird pass from Jacob, or some creative work by Garrett. Is a very similar feel to what we're seeing right now.
He's a great player to watch if you want to learn how to just arrive at the right time and really follow up well on your teammates' plays in offense. So that's someone that you want to really check out, because it's very interesting to see that compared to, everybody wants to see the Astral POV, they want to see the Chaussette POV for the aerial mechanics, the dribbling, but if you watch Farah, you're going to know, okay, does he go in for that play? Does he wait back a second and then go in? Does he just attack the back post from a far angle? Does he go directly? You can see things that you might not see from watching other players.
And most importantly, if you find yourself on a team with two of the most mechanically gifted players in the world, you'll know exactly how to play.
Oh yeah, you got to. I mean, Farah he's really stepped up immediately after Chaussette, or Astral rather, joined the team. It was really Farah who was elevating, and he played a great Fusion tournament in their first ever threes matches together. So that's what's given me confidence and hope that this team can be a tournament-winning team again, because Farah is one of those older players who just doesn't give up. He's still ready to elevate his game and put the work in, put the hours in to stay at the top for years and years. He's been around for a long time, this guy.
Still with the ball middle there. Astral tries to play it tricky, but Singularity makes the save. However, Singularity is really not looking like they have a lot to give yet in the game here. Hibbs able to track that save down, but the offensive pressure from Singularity is non-existent right now. They're pretty boost starved here on the back line, and looking quite disorganized as well.
Yeah, they're gonna need a goal very
Breezy.
soon. This could be it. Are you joking? Breezy!
Stop it.
He's done it again. That's a double touch.
You have to stop doing this. This is too insane. What? What?
That's a double touch off the ceiling. He catches it with the reset and flicks it behind Astral. Complete change of direction 2 times. There's just no way that you can read that play. Not yet, at least. We've never seen stuff like this in competitive Rocket League. There's a chance again. This is another chance. And a great save. That's a pre-jump from Astral. It's kept Oxygen in front, and they needed that, because what a late surge that was from Singularity. They're still somewhat in this, but they need a goal immediately. Doesn't look likely.
It's going to be a little too late, unfortunately, for the boys. But you know, if they're looking back at this game and they decide to look at all the positives, the list of positives will definitely include a lot of plays from Breezy. But generally, that they're able to hang, they're able to do a lot of great things. If they're able to score like that, they should be able to take it to, frankly, any other team that they decide to. Really impressive work here from Singularity, and of course from Oxygen, who started off slow but rose to the occasion, took it to Game 5, and closed out the win. I mean, that's what veteran teams do, right?
Yeah,
they put a lot of pressure on you, and they keep pressuring and pressuring and pressuring until these teams crack.
And next up, the next matchup that we are going to have is Oxygen Esports against Dignitas. What a game that's going to be. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to be hopping into that one, I believe, in just a few minutes' time. Yeah, it should be starting in around about 5, 6, 7 minutes' time. I don't know how strictly we're sticking to the time slots on Liquipedia, but we'll be streaming that one right here on my channel. And also, Matt, you're going to be he's streaming it on his channel as well. Be sure to check him out to get a different
TV/SmellsWorthless.
Yeah, can we get mods? Can we post that link in the chat? Everybody go drop Matt a follow as well. I think for the next one, maybe after that glorious performance from Farah, what you should do is, I'll do director camera. You should do Farah camera for the series. So if you want to see Farah camera, swing by Matt's stream, twitch.tv/SmellsWorthless, and you can see that POV alone. But we're going to be right back with Oxygen versus Dignitas in just a few minutes. We're going to go get into that lobby, get set up. If you want to see the bracket and see all the other results, just head over to the Liquipedia page. They're all going to be finishing off. I think we're just waiting. In fact, I think all the round one matches are now finished. So you can see there what the semi-final group stage matches and the loser round 1 matches are going to be. And also, I believe, where to watch them. So we'll be right back very, very soon, guys. Don't go anywhere.